What motivated you to join your specific fraternity? And what values or principles attracted you to it?
The thing that motivated me to join my fraternity, which is Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, was the people that I saw in the positions that they were in. I have many different mentors that have guided me to be the man that I am today. Specifically, Torrance Sellers, Jarvis Pruitt, Trey Maxwell. All of these men were in positions where I wanted to see myself. They were always about their business. They carried themselves with high regard, and I just wanted to, become the person that they were for me. I wanted to influence the next generation and leave an impact, and I believe they left an impact, and that's what caused me to join my organization. And then, of course, the organization, the motto, first of all, servants of all, we shall transcend all. We're the first Greek letter organization. We're servants of all. That's in my entire being, is to be servants of all, to give out of myself and everything that I can give out of myself and give it to the people. And then we transcend all. We are above the rest and we keep growing every time.
Same question. Can I get the question again?
What motivated you to join your specific fraternity? And what values or principles attracted you to it?
So when you talk about Phi Beta Sigma, you talk about a long, rich history. You talk about men that came way before me who have done numerous things, from astronauts to singers to musicians to authors and presidents of universities. You talk about all these men who have just set a legacy. But when you talk about legacy, I look at my family. I come from a blue and white family. All of my family is Zeta Phi Beta, Phi Beta Sigma. So not only did I want to continue that particular legacy, but I wanted to keep striving toward what it's like to be that Sigma. Because what is it to be a Sigma? What is it to be an Alpha? What is it to be in Q? It's to be set apart. It's to be the difference in your community. It's to be the thing that people look up to, that, hey, I know if I can't call nobody else, I can call the Sigmas. They're always there, not when I need them, but they show up just when I need them to.
Gotcha. So for me, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated stand on four cardinal principles of manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. So for me, it was personal. I'm a first generation college student. So the, introduction to Greek life and fraternities came when I toured and I seen Spring 19 come out. Just so happened on my tour. So in a sense, it introduced me to something what I didn't think would change my life. So my journey to manhood was based off the things I had to persevere through in life. And those perseverance, like the things I had to persevere through, taught me life lessons that I could take. That's the scholarship portion. And at the end, like Chris said, we all stand on service. So it's to service those and uplift those that come under me. So Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated stand on those four cardinal principles that I was already standing on as a man. So why not be even greater man and Omega man? So yeah.
Could you please tell us your name and what fraternity you're representing today?
My name is Cameron Gildersleeve, and I'm a part of the gorgeous Gamma Epsilon chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
How do you balance the responsibilities and commitments of Greek life with your academic and personal life?
Know why you came to school. You definitely got to know why you came to school. But sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming, but you got to remember why you came to school. Came to school to get that degree and graduate. So as long as you keep that at the forefront and you manage your time well, write it all down, I promise you, there's nothing that I have on my schedule that I haven't written down, or if somebody just shoot me a text message, don't open the text message until you're ready to actively engage with what's going on.
Okay. Why do fraternity members sometimes get offended or angry or defensive when, for instance, someone who is not a member of the fraternity wears a paraphernalia or maybe walks into sort of the stroll line, so to say?
So for that, it's in a sense of a level of respect. I understand not everybody has the understanding of Greek organizations and fraternities and sororities, but it's a difference between ignorant and not knowing and purposely being ignorant to get a reaction. So for me, if I see you wearing purple and gold, of course it's going to strike my eye because that's distinct colors that I know that are associated with my organization. But you have teams like the Lakers, they're purple and gold. The Minnesota Vikings are purple and gold. So if you're a fan, I'm not going to press you down just because you're wearing the colors. But if you are wearing a purple and gold 1911 or purple and gold Omega Psi Phi or a We Are the Dogs and things like that that are associated with my organization, you're not a member, that's a different story. Because then you're basically representing something that you don't know about. You're representing something that you are blatantly disrespecting, and it just, in a sense, is just something you shouldn't do. For stroll lines, I can understand parties, tight spaces, not everybody understand. That's why I feel you should teach someone, but I feel certain people know what they're doing, and some people do it to try to get a reaction.
Knowledge is power. The more you know, the better you'll be. Before we joined our prospective fraternities, we researched. Before you come to school, you should do a little bit of research. And just about on every college website, there's a little bitty tab that says student life. And under student life, you'll see Greek life under there. You should definitely research a little bit about Greek life, even if the colors don't mean anything to you, even if the fraternity don't mean anything to you. Those people that are part of those fraternities, those sororities, it means a lot to them. I wouldn't stand behind something. I wouldn't put a shirt on. I wouldn't put a pin down. I wouldn't scroll. I wouldn't do it all if it didn't mean nothing to me. But you're not going to be disrespectful to us, what we've been through, what my fraternity has been through, because it's not just about the members that you see on the yard. It's not just about the stone that you see on the yard. It's about my 3 founders who came and they started this fraternity and they wanted to see brothers do better than what they were doing. So if you're not going to be a member, why? Why even act like you don't have no sense? Why even act like, you done lost your little marbles and, because it's like, you know better.
You know better.
You got to know better. Like, even if nobody's told you, something over there specifically says, don't do that. Like, it's a little inkling in your brain. We all know right from wrong. And it's just wrong. Like, moral principle is wrong. To step on somebody's stone, wear their colors, wear their paraphernalia, is just wrong. And if you don't know, ask questions. Mm-hmm. Just ask the question. I promise you, it ain't no question that you ask us that we're going to consider stupid and we're not going to answer. We're going to answer every question that you have, because at the end of the day, we don't want you to be straight away from us. We want you to come be a part of our family. But the only way that you're going to know is if you ask the question. The only way we're going to know is if you ask us the question.
I wholeheartedly agree with Will and Cam. What I can add to that is it's a history. It's deep-rooted history. And for you to be ignorant to the history or to have a disregard for the history, it's a slap in the face and it's disrespectful. So if you're coming to a HBCU, there are going to be D9 organizations. You should make yourself aware of what's going on, and you shouldn't blatantly go out of your way to disrespect any of the organizations, because there's so much history, and it's not only Greek history, it's Black history. So you should have a respect for it.
What's your name and what fraternity are you representing?
So I am William Blake, and I'm representing Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay. Can you share a memorable experience that exemplifies the sense of community or brotherhood within your organization?
So something that we do is we do these different events with students where we go and mentor and read to them. One of the biggest thing I took from that is actually meeting a kid that kind of struggled with like reading in a sense and public speaking. So we would go out and basically train and teach them how to be better public speakers and basically performing under pressure. I know sometimes when somebody tell you to present something on the spot, you get those nerves and you start rambling. But we actually went and teach them how to read a script, make a script, and understand the actual way to articulate and give speeches. So that's something I love the most.
Awesome, thank you. Can you share a personal story or lesson you've learned as a member of your fraternity that has had a significant impact on your life or perspective?
Ooh. The biggest thing that I have learned being a part of the Delta Gamma chapter of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated is how to manage my time. I served in my first year as the vice president, and then I currently serve right now as the president. And when I tell you I am swamped, I am swamped. I have to make sure, not only am I working part-time, I have 15 hours of class. I'm in electrical engineering, which is one of the hardest majors on campus. I have 2 senior design projects. I have a girlfriend. So I have a lot of things on my plate, and Alpha has taught me how to manage all of that and still be able to be myself and to still have my mental fortitude that I need. And it's only grown me in terms of giving me more to do so that I know I can handle more. As I've been able to, be in college, this isn't like the real world, but me taking on all of these different responsibilities while being in college is giving me an outlook on how life can be. Any challenges that come my way, I know that I have the ability to deal with them because I'm already dealing with so much. So Alpha has just taught me the tool of managing my time, the tool of delegation, learning to trust others. That's a big one, is learning to trust others when you think that you can handle everything yourself. It's just, I believe it has been the utmost thing that has helped with my matriculation through the university and on into life.
Our principles for Phi Beta Sigma are Brotherhood Scholarship Service. It has literally deep rooted those in my heart. Like, I was already a service person. Anybody that knows me knows I love community service. That's something that I genuinely like to do. But the Brotherhood, service, and scholarship, you learn information that you didn't even know that was important to you. It becomes important to you because certain things mean a lot of things. Like one thing here at Alabama A&M, unknown fact, but it's a fact. The Sigmas have the most buildings named after them on campus. We have the most buildings between ourselves and the Zetas. The blue and white family have the most buildings on campus. We have about 6 buildings on campus that have our fraternity names on them. So if you do our history, cross-reference it with Alabama A&M's history, you'll find out a lot of our founders and our charter members for our chapter helped bring this university to where it is today. So it's not just about the brotherhood, because I know what having a brother is. I got to. It's not just about the service. I know how to serve. But the scholarship, these men came from foreign lands and just did it. Like, they were here. They created opportunities that were not here. And who am I to stand in the way and not continue the legacy of what they've already been doing? I'm looking to start that scholarship. I'm looking to have that foundation scholarship in my name or in my chapter's name. I'm looking to have that set of brothers that, in 2023, the Sigma's crossing 98 people. I'm looking, not that I want to cross that many people, but it's that legacy and that scholarship and that service that you're looking for it, like the it. The it is found when you find Sigma.
For me, man, there's so much I could talk about. But definitely one, I'm gonna reroute back to Omega's motto: "Friendship is essential to the soul." I definitely learned the value of true friendship, and I had it before, but I didn't really understand what it was until you're put in a predicament to how Chris said depend on another person. So it's 12 of us total. So it's 11 different entities that I have entered to my life that are now friends, but it's deeper than just friends. Like, it's deeper than just we just cross with each other. We're just brothers. Nah, these guys gonna probably be the guys that's in my wedding. These gonna be the guys that, you know, God forbid, you know, they're gonna put me in the ground. You know, these are the guys that's going to cater to my children. You know, so the guys that's going to be there for me in the darkest of days to show me that the light is only so far away. It's like you learn what true friendship is, and then from there you kind of evaluate yourself and look at who did I used to call friends. Then you start looking at friendships, relationships, everything a little bit different. So Omega taught me to value people a lot more than what I was doing. That's definitely a key takeaway.
Could you please tell us your name and what fraternity you are a part of?
My name is Christopher Kraft, and I am a part of the Delta Gamma chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay. How has your fraternity contributed to your leadership and networking skills?
My fraternity has contributed a lot to my networking skills. I would say the most important things were going to the conferences, the district conference, Alabama district conferences, the Southern Regional Conference, and the General Convention. Those networking events have helped me tremendously. We have multiple career fairs that are at those conventions, and I have been able to, you know, secure internship offers and other things, and not only in the conventions, but in my chapter. The alumni of Delta Gamma are far and wide. We have alumni in many different areas, many different companies. We have vice presidents, CEOs of companies, and those people have always reached out to me and have given me opportunities.